How many of you have scrolled through Instagram and started to feel a little bit of envy when you saw that girl? The one with the flawless morning routine, the perfect skin, the chic outfits, and a lifestyle that screams, I have my life together. And it's alluring, isn't it? The idea that you too can have the same perfect life, but only if you follow the right steps, buy the right products, and look the right way. But here is the truth nobody tells you. This isn't just about self-improvement anymore. It's about self-deception. And if you're not careful enough, this can cost you your peace, your money, and also your authenticity. And that's why today I want to talk about the phenomenon of that girl and talk about the costs that are both financial and emotional. Because let's be honest, you're not becoming that girl, you're becoming broke. Broke financially, broke in spirit, and broke in your sense of self. And my goal by the end of this video is really to make you feel empowered to let go of this unattainable and perfect image and start to live a life that's true to you and be happy with it. Okay, so first, let's talk about why this trend is so seductive. That girl represents a life of order, success, beauty. She wakes up at 5 a.m., she meditates, she journals, she works out, she eats her healthy breakfast, her green smoothie, and everything is perfectly color coordinated. So she's not just a person anymore. She's a vibe, she's a lifestyle, she's a promise of a better future. And it's really tempting to think that if you can just mimic her habits, then maybe, I say maybe, all the chaos and all the uncertainty in your life would disappear. But here is where the danger lies. We've been sold a dream that perfection is the key to happiness, that perfection is the goal. And if you can just become that girl, then you'll finally be okay. But chasing this ideal can make you feel exhausted, anxious, and also never enough. The truth is, that girl is a fiction, a perfectly curated character that is designed to sell you products and make you believe that your life is lacking without these products. Now, let me make one thing clear. I'm not against waking up at 5 a.m. I'm not against taking care of your body, setting routines. I do these things too, and I believe those are very good things when they serve you well. But what I am against is the idea that self-care is linked to buying masks, buying products, creams, aesthetic things, and even a mini fridge to stock all your skincare products. That's not self-care anymore. That's consumerism that is dressed in a pretty pastel aesthetic. Now let's talk about the global wellness industry. It's valued at approximately $4.5 trillion and it's growing every year. You know why? Because it has expertly marketed the idea that wellness is something you can buy too. But Dr. Susan Wyborn, a professor of psychological and brain science, points out that true self-care is about setting boundaries, is about saying no, is about prioritizing your mental and your emotional health. And it's not just about spending a fortune on things you don't need. Buying into the wellness industry's narrative can leave you financially drained without actually addressing the deeper issue you're trying to heal. And every time you're spending on another must-have product, you're not only spending your money, you're spending your attention, you're spending your energy, and you're spending your time. You are feeding into a cycle of never feeling satisfied because there is always something to improve. There is always something to buy. And the thing is that no amount of external stuff can fix what's going on inside. For example, you cannot buy confidence in a bottle. You cannot purchase peace of mind. And yet this industry keeps pushing this idea because it's profitable for them. Theodore Roosevelt once said, comparison is the thief of joy. And in today's world, social media is the biggest thief that exists. Every time you compare your life to someone's curated, filtered reel, you're handing over your joy on a silver platter. The thing is that you're only seeing the best moments. Like, you never see the struggle, you never see their dots, you never see their debts, and you keep comparing your behind the scenes to someone's perfectly curated highlight reel. That's unfair. It's truly unfair for you. And you know, I've been there. I had lived a life where I felt like I had always to be perfect. And let me tell you, it's super exhausting. And it feels like you're constantly chasing something that you will never catch. I remember thinking one day, if I just can buy that thing, then I'll finally feel complete. And guess what? It didn't happen because the bar keeps moving. No matter how much you buy, how much you achieve, it's never enough. There is always something more. And that's the problem of perfectionism. It is designed to always keep you chasing, always keep you spending. Dr. Brené Brown has done some extensive research on vulnerability and perfectionism, and she found that perfectionism is not the same as striving for excellence. Perfectionism is actually a shield we use to protect ourselves from judgments and from shame. It's a heavy shield, and it's not protecting you, it's just keeping you from being seen as who you are truly. It's keeping you from connecting, it's keeping you from being authentic, and from recognizing that you're worthy just as you are, flaws and all. Now let's talk about money because this isn't just about mental and emotional health, it's also about financial health. Did you know that the average American has over $6,000 in their credit card debt? And a significant portion of that is dedicated to spending on things like beauty products, clothes, and lifestyle items. Now, the problem is that it's so easy to justify these purchases when you frame them as investment in yourself. But the reality is that many of us are going into debt to keep up appearances, to chase an image of that girl that doesn't even exist. And you know, the wellness and the beauty industry, they thrive on this cycle. They don't just sell products, they sell aspirations, they sell dreams, they sell identities. They make you believe that without their product, you are less than, you are missing something. But the thing is, these companies, they don't care about your well-being. They care about money. They don't want you to be content because a content person doesn't buy. A content person doesn't feel the need to constantly upgrade, improve, or perfect. So let's redefine what true self-care is. I know that you get it by now, but a quick reminder won't kill anyone. Real self-care isn't about buying the latest products. Real self-care isn't about following a picture-perfect routine. Real self-care is about prioritizing your mental health. Real self-care is about saying no to things that drain your energy. It's about setting boundaries to protect your peace of mind. It's also about making time for rest, for reflection. It's actually about the little things. You know, taking a walk in nature, talking or spending time with loved ones, reading a good book, meditating, or just doing nothing without feeling guilty. And I really want you to think about the last time you felt at peace. Was it after buying something expensive? Or was it after a quiet moment of genuine connection? Because we've been conditioned to believe that self-care has to be bought. Like we need to buy things to take care of ourselves. But the thing is that the most powerful acts of self-care are usually free. For example, gratitude is the simplest yet most powerful form of self-care. And guess what? It costs nothing. When you start to appreciate the little things like the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, a good meal, then you start to recognize that happiness isn't about having more. Happiness is about feeling blessed for the things you already have. So I just want you to simplify your life, to cut out the noise, to focus on what truly brings you happiness, because that's the glow up. You don't need to be that girl to be enough. You don't need the latest products. You don't need the approval of complete strangers on the internet about your worth. You are enough, so stop handing over your power to trends, to marketers who don't have your best interests at heart. I want you to redefine what success means to you. And if this message resonated with you, I want you to share with someone who needs to hear this. Let's start a movement that says we are done chasing unrealistic expectations, unrealistic standards, false promises. Let's redefine what it means to live well, not by how it looks from the outside, but how it feels from the inside. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found the video valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button for more content to live more authentically. And see you on my next video. Bye!